What's going on, world? It's your homie Sensei ripping them back again with another video. Moments ago, Fat Joe breaks his silence on the shocking lawsuit announced earlier today. That's right, y'all. For those who may not know, it was reported that Fat Joe is now being sued for $20 million by his former hype man. Okay, according to the article released by Yahoo, the hype man goes by the name of Terrence T.A. Dixon. All right. According to the article, Fat Joe has been accused by Dixon of engaging in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. Okay, I hope I said that word right. But apparently, Dixon is seeking up to $20 million in damages. Okay, according to the attorney representing TA, who goes by the name of Tyrone Blackburn, he says that Fat Joe is Sean Combs minus the Tussie. Okay, I don't know what the hell that means. I'm going to leave that up to y'all to explain Tussie down in the comment section below. But what the hell, man? I ain't going to lie. According to this article, the attorney, right, claims that Fat Joe learned nothing from his 2013 federal conviction, okay? Of course, referring to the 4 months that Fat Joe spent behind bars for failing to file his income tax return, okay? Now, again, I might add, or shall I say, this is the same attorney, right? Tyrone Blackburn is the same one who represents Little Rodney, okay? The one in the Diddy case, the producer, just to let y'all know, to give y'all context, okay? But moments ago, Fat Joe and his lawyer released a statement, okay? And in Fat Joe's statement, it states, the lawsuit filed by Tyrone Blackburn and Terrence Dixon is a blatant act of retaliation, okay? The allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and to hold everyone involved accountable. All right. Now, again, Mr. TA, right, claims to have served as Fat Joe's hype man for about 16 years. Okay. He's claiming that he was, used to energize the crowd before and during performances. Okay. Now, again, according to this article released from Yahoo, again, I'll leave the link in the description. Dixon is accusing Fat Joe of forcing him into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. Okay. Dixon further alleged he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing with the enterprise. Okay. Dixon's lawsuit also alleged he faced a wide spectrum of sexual coercion, psychological control, forced exhibitionism, and surveillance-based humiliation, including being compelled to perform sexual acts under observation, being filmed or directed by Fat Joe in the presence of others. Tactics designed to control plaintiff's body, erode his autonomy, and ensure silence. Okay, these sex-based abuses were not private, incidental, or isolated. They were integral to the enterprise culture of dominance and humiliation enforced by the defendant's associates such as Pistol Pete, JB, and others, and sustained across numerous tour locations. I mean, this is crazy. All right. Now, again, not really familiar with TA, right? That's his name. Forgive me if I said that wrong. But again, I've seen his name in some interviews in the past, but I've never heard these claims before. Okay. Maybe owing people money for publishing and royalties, things of that nature. Certain artists feel like they weren't properly compensated, but none of this. Okay. Being forced to engage in certain acts while Fat Joe was present, if not Fat Joe directing. I mean, this is insane, y'all. I'm not sure how to feel about this lawsuit at the moment. Like I said, this is crazy considering the timing of everything. As we all know, the Diddy trial is happening. But for this lawyer to say that Fat Joe is Diddy minus the Tussie, I mean, what the hell does that mean? Please, anyone viewing this video, explain to me what the hell Tussie is. Matter of fact, I'm scared. Let me see. Let me go to Google real quick. Let me see. What the hell does this mean? Because y'all, y'all got me baffled over here. And with Diddy, man, I'm going to be real. With Diddy, ain't no telling. Hold on. Let me see here. Because I'm nervous, man. I don't know what the hell this mean. Tussie. Woo, okay. Apparently, this is a code name for pink cocaine. Okay, all right. I was nervous because all of the headlines we've been seeing when it comes to Diddy and some of the things he's been involved in as far as sexual acts. Listen, I don't want no parts of it. Honestly, that's why I stayed away from it. But this situation right here is very telling, man, because again, not really familiar with TA's work when it comes to Terror Squad, but I've seen his name in several interviews in the past. You know what I mean? I always was familiar with the claims of just Fat Joe possibly owning money and things of that nature, but I've never heard these type of claims before. Like I said, these are shocking claims. $20 million lawsuit. Again, does TA have a shot at, winning this lawsuit? I guess we have to see. But some of the things that's being reported, man, it's very alarming. Okay, now according to Fat Joe, as you can see here, he's saying all these claims are bogus, and this is just another attempt at TA trying to get money from Fat Joe. Like I said, if this is true, if this is now the new trend of people who've pretty much falling down, on their grace, on their luck as they speak, right? Ain't got no money, no motion, as they would say. This is the new hustle, lying on people in hopes that they'll settle outside of the court. I hope that's not the case, man. As you can see here with the Diddy trial, it's a lot of people being exposed through their testimony. You know what I mean? It's obvious people are motivated by the money. But at some point, I got to be honest, there has to be something put in play to protect those who are being falsely accused. You get what I mean? At some point. Again, not to say that TA is lying and I'm not confirming or denying. You know what I mean? I'll let the people decide. Y'all let me know. But this pattern that we're seeing of people, you know what I mean, and how they target individuals with these lawsuits, like I said, man, this is the first time I ever heard Fat Joe being associated with something like this, okay? 4,000? You talk about minors? I mean, this is serious. Fat Joe has a podcast with Jada right now. You've seen what happened with Shannon. All of the investors and everybody a part of his podcast separated themselves. So what do you think is going to happen with Fat Joe and everything he's got going on right now? With his name being attached to something like this, I'm glad to hear that Tony Busby isn't involved, but it goes to show there are lawyers out here who will target successful entertainers. You get what I mean? In hopes that they settle out of that court. Like I said, is Fat Joe guilty of these claims? We have to wait and see. But according to Fat Joe and his legal team, he denies all claims being made by TA. So again, we just have to, continue to monitor the situation. Like I said, the first time I ever heard anything like this when it comes to Fat Joe. And to be honest, he is signed to Rock Nation, man. So like I said, these things matter. We've seen what happened with Jay-Z and Tony Busby. And now in the middle of this Diddy trial, we got Fat Joe being hit with shocking allegations, man. Like I said, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on this lawsuit, okay, on behalf of Fat Joe's former hype man? Like I said, I'm not familiar with TA per se. You get what I mean when it comes to Terror Squad and things of that nature. But according to the article, he's been with Fat Joe for over 16 years as the hype man, okay? And apparently Fat Joe had him doing some other things, allegedly, according to this article. But again, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on this lawsuit involving Fat Joe, and as well as him in his statement denying all claims? Do you think there's some truth to these claims, or do you think this is just another attempt, of a person trying to get money from a, successful rapper, entertainer, however you want to look at it? Again, let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But again, with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart.
Let the world go by. Let the world go by, and it'll all be just fine.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV, and also click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.